Hey everyone, we're back, and I may have found something rather interesting. Mining away a fair bit since we last were here. Nothing too major. Just let me adjust my mic slightly. And before I did that, I kind of wanted to cover another little important thing on mines. Um, One of the things is definitely a good idea to do even early on is to reinforce it. Mines can cave in. Now it's highly unlikely, but the way it's described in the Wurmpedia is every new tunnel you make, or every change of direction. So say for example I wanted to make a tunnel this way and then make a tunnel that way and then go up a couple of tiles, make a tunnel here, make another one there. Every time you do that, it increases the chances of a cave-in occurring, and also if you have a large mined out area that is at risk of a cave-in, and the way to protect against that is to reinforce. So after a little bit of investigation, I found that the best thing to do is to reinforce the floors, and the floor that you reinforce will be the one that's protected. So I can stand here and mine this wall, for example, and I will be safe on this tile. The tiles around me may cave in, but I myself on this tile will be safe. Generally speaking, the you can also reinforce both roofs or ceilings. I'm not too sure about how that is protection wise, but obviously that's an option for you. But I quite like the texture on them. It looks quite nice. It's nice and flat. One of the good things about doing the reinforced floors is it's a little bit easier. Sometimes things kind of, as you can see, it's even though it'll show up flat to me if I go back to my pickaxe here. Oh, maybe not that one then. Okay, fair enough. Maybe mined it accidentally. But even the quote-unquote flat one isn't really flat. So whenever you mine down a rock shard, as we've seen earlier, it may sort of spawn into one of these ridges and you can't really find it. So one of the ways to sort of stop that is to have these flat floors as well, which is good. So the other thing as well that you can do is reinforce walls, obviously. Now that will protect that one individual wall only, but not necessarily that. So for example, if I were to reinforce this wall, it will protect that one individual wall. It'll not protect the tile I'm standing on or anything to that, anything like that. So if you're thinking, well, why would you bother reinforcing in that case? Well, reinforcing the walls is good because that will actually prevent people from mining into your mine. I believe only the people that place the reinforcements down can remove them, or people on their deed. So that's your way of protecting it that way, which is good. I might be slightly mistaken. A lot of the stuff is still a little bit relatively new to me as well. So we're going to do that. For this, we're going to need this log, I believe. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, let's move on down. I think I have the rest bits and pieces down beside the cart. I have my cart here with a missing horse, apparently. Hang on. Oh, sorry, missing cow. There we go. Yeah, they like to do that just to freak you out. So let's go pick up this, or even better, well, no, I want to take it because yeah, I have a ribbon behind it. Okay, cool. Add to crafting window. So to make a support beam in the first place, if we go in here, go support, and there's the support beam there. You'll need a shaft and a log to start it off with. And then our additional items, as we see in our inventory here, is 3 more shafts, 2 ribbons, and 1 additional log. Okay, so let's throw that into the crafting menu. I don't know why I closed that. Never mind. Don't mind me. Let's throw the log in here. Done. Let's throw the 2 ribbons. Sorry. Why is there only 1? Did I miss one? I'm sure I have one around somewhere. I can go snag it real quick. Let's throw the 3 shafts in. May also be in my cart. Don't know why it's failing. I mustn't have a high skill level to complete them. Okay, that's that done. Open up the cart here, see if I have a ribbon on board. I don't appear to. That's fine. I will go snag one real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I, as you see, snagged the ribbon. Just out from out just outside the mine. Add the crafting window. Drop the ribbon in. Don't miss. There we go. Done. So then we go. That's what it looks like, sort of on the ground. I can take this into my inventory. And seeing as we're going to be mining on this tile, what I'll do is I'll throw it down here. And to do that, you just activate it. And select reinforce. And that's it. Pretty simple, right? And now we can do the, well, possibly slightly more exciting for certainly the citizens of Weendale if we mine this tile. And you'll be doing a lot of this, so enjoy that whenever you're starting to mine and analyze stuff. So I had one in my inventory, but I think I've analyzed that already. Hit analyze. As you see, we have flint, salt, iron ore, more flint. So I've been digging around trying to find something interesting. Just by the way, I mentioned before I might go to the flint thinking that was a vein. It is not. It was slate I was thinking of. That's a vein technically speaking. The flint and the salt are kind of in the rock sort of, and they will, instead of, like, as you mine, instead of it dropping a rock shard, it'll drop salt, for example, or the flint. So that's just so you're aware. In my cart you'll see quite a number of rock shards. Some of them may have been in there from before. Some of them, probably most of them, have been from my little mining operation here. So let's go back up again. Let me just check that. Where are we going? We are wanting to go, if I don't click past it, which I did, we're wanting to go southeast. Okay, now bearing in mind this is from this tile. Okay, we are already heading east and we're going to want to head south, which is kind of this direction here. But what we're going to do is we want to mine into this tile, possibly the next tile along, and then probably from that stage head south. So we will rejoin the action once I've got that far. Just real quick, I'll cover this. Probably now is a good time to do that. You'll maybe notice in my inventory my pickaxe is I've got this like little weird thing on it, weird description on it, 71W50C. I actually bought this pickaxe in game, and not with real money or anything. I managed to win a competition, which unfortunately I forgot completely to record as per usual. But yes, with the silver that I won for the competition, I bought this pickaxe, and it's a 70 quality, which is way higher than I'll be able to craft for quite some time. The 71 is Wind of Ages, and the 50C is referring to the Circle of Cunning. So basically, what that means is Wind of Ages will increase your kind of action time. So on average, my action time is about 3 to 4 seconds, which is pretty good. I'm a little low on water here, so that's maybe why it's a little bit longer. But 3-4 seconds is definitely not that bad, considering that most times it's a lot longer than that. The quality level has a lot to play with that, but the Wind of Ages definitely helps. And of course, the Circle of Cunning, which is the next bit, is your skill up speed. So using this pickaxe will buff my mining skill, for example. So it buffs the skill up related to the tool. So pickaxe will be you know, mining, which is good. And you need a high, whilst I'm talking actually, I'll mine. You need a high mining skill. The higher your mining skill, the higher the quality level of rock shards or ore that you will get. So it's always good to have that as high as possible. Your quality level of your pickaxe will also affect that, and each of the veins will also have a quality cap, and all of that information is on the Wurmpedia, but I'll not quite cover that. I think it's all pretty standard stuff anyway, but certainly by all means, if it's something you want more information on, or you're maybe not clear on it, by all means drop me a comment. I'm more than happy to cover that for you. It's, like I say, it's not too difficult to understand as far as I know, but again, I'm kind of got used to playing the game now, so it might be more complicated than I think. So yeah, that's all good. Okay folks, we will need to cancel my actions actually. There we go. By the way, if you're wondering why it's not coming up in the event tab, it's because I scrolled up. There we go. So that's cool. What we'll do is I'll go get something to drink so that my stamina regens a little bit faster, and we will join the action when I get a little bit closer to that really nice iron vein. Hello everyone, we are back in the mine, and I have found something interesting, as you'll see on my live map. So I got to this point earlier in the video, and I noticed it was pointing me, I believe it was north of west, so I figured I would head west, which is this direction here. And I was trying to sort of get it down to tell me to go north, for example, but even when I was prospecting here, it was telling me it wasn't updating properly, which can happen, which is one of the reasons why you know, I tell people to sort of keep going until it sort of changes. So why some people have difficulty tracking ores down and such. So I decided to turn this corner as it told me a different direction to head in. And then I kind of mined to the south, which is this direction. It was telling me a couple of different ores, so I wanted to make sure it was definitely the northern direction I wanted to go. So I mined a couple of tiles down to the south just to make sure it kind of disappeared. And then if I turn to the left, bum bum bum, there it is, one iron vein. So yeah, you can appreciate sometimes that it can be a little bit difficult to track down ore veins. This one in particular is a poor quality, so the max we can get out of it is 29. I've mined a couple of ore out of it, and it's been about 20, which isn't great. It's not fantastic, but the starter tools, I'm not sure, which you'll see, like the hatchet and stuff, that's the pickaxe I bought. The rake and the saw, for example, are all 10 quality, so even with this poor quality vein, we will be able to make tools that are like twice as good as our starter tools, so it's still a bonus. Plus all the ore we can get is a bonus. So yeah, definitely not going to sneeze at that. There was a couple of things in this direction, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to mine down that way as well. But yeah, basically that's how it works. You see it's a little bit messy, so I'm gonna jump on the cart and get it all cleaned up, drop the rock shards back down to the town, so we can continue making bricks and stuff for our houses and whatnot. But yeah, that's been a real quick look at how to kind of find veins, so to speak. I threw down a little campfire so it's a little bit easier to see. I will be adding some gamma in post, which you'll have already probably noticed by now because this is the last segment. But yeah, that's kind of what it's all kind of about. I had that actually local open for a reason. Epoch came down into the mine to help me out, which is really great, so it made it go that much faster. Look, even with my ridiculously powered pickaxe, it can still be kind of slow going. It's sometimes nice to have somebody help you out as well, and they can get their mining skill up whilst also helping you, so that's good. So I'll maybe mine off to the side and get a quicker access to it from the main sort of route up here, which is cool. So there's a couple of things I'm going to do, but for now it's pretty good. So folks, let me know in the comments below if there's anything you don't understand. Like, I haven't covered like what kind of things you can craft or whatever, but this has been specific about how to do the mining in the first place, not what you can mine out of the different ores and whatnot. So do let me know. Hopefully it's not too dark for you. I'll do what I can with the gamma, but as I say, anything at all you want me to clarify, anything you want me to show that you're not from too clear on or whatever, drop me a comment. If it's something I can just answer real quick, I'll let you know, or if it's something I can do a video on separately, that's cool too. Anybody wanting to get the live map, for example, also let me know. I can do a quick tutorial on how to do that, which is cool. It's not difficult, but it's nice information to have, because a lot of people seem to have issues with how that works sometimes that I've been speaking to. So it's been great. I mean, Holy and Apocalypse have been great. Like, Holy dropped me up the water barrel from before, and you know, was helping out with bits and pieces like that, and it's been a bit of a team effort, so it's actually really good, and I'm really pleased to find the iron vein, because we were starting to get a little bit worried with our ores and stuff. There's still plenty left in the ore vein down below, but in the other mine, but you know, having two is always a bonus. Okay folks, well that's pretty much it as far as I can think of. I mean, as I say, all the veins are pretty much found the same way, so shouldn't be too much issues there, but obviously drop me a little comment if there's anything you want to know. This has been Reaper Evolved for Press A to join, as always. Your home, of course, every viewer of this video, I'm sure, for all your latest game reviews, news and more. And this is Reaper Evolved, out.